Tonight, from Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Under the lights on Monday night.
We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up as we have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night, all sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got it. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter.
But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already, and now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Calvin Ridley from a yard out. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, the offseason is over, and they just showed that their first drive of the year, and they march it down and score.
They probably looked over at the bench and told the punter, go ahead and take the year off. We've got this. We're not going to need you at all. First drive of the year, straight down the field, well executed.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Chubb running right. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 11 more yards Browns there. This methodical drive continues. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play call.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold the blockers all over and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The quick feet by Jackson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Watson now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Jackson. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Jackson will throw again. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of anxious seconds there. Probably felt like an eternity to him. That ball's tipped up into the end zone. And once it goes up there, you know it could be anybody's football at that point. Pretty lucky that one fell to the ground harmlessly.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Tucker's kick is good. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. To throw on second is Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him? To go for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Watson looks to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's got Njoku over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown, Browns. Jerry Judy, 27 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got range but couldn't quite finish it all. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. A give running right is Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Watson off play action. And he fires one incomplete.
The touch and time here are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. A strong run. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Chubb. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Browns are able to move back in front. And he is a reliable target. They like like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
York now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Here's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot from the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2nd down and a yard. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. It's a pickup of 6.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Pushes past him. Able to power through. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Watson on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 8 yards out. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 27-20, a little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Connecting with Andrews.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to set up his blockers. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive will be a touch more important trying to release the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Jackson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Now, Reed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Browns, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.